See, the beauty about God and life is that every problem really has a solution. And as we think about lying, there is actually a way out. We can be helped. The Bible says lying is one of these 7 things that are an abomination to God. So it's one of those things that God doesn't like, a lying tongue. And as we journey, the goal is to become better and to be transformed and to see there's gradual and progressive change. Now, God doesn't hate you or has not thrown you out because you've been telling lies. There's still room for you to access grace that will help you to come out of lies. So here is the deal, and here is how it begins. Number 1, we first of all must get ourselves to a place where we accept that lies should not be part of life, that actually a lie is a sin. When we get to that place, then we are able to respond appropriately going forward. Now, we saw some of the reasons as to why people lie. We saw the motives in our previous video. We saw the motives, and some of our lies are expressed through, there's a bold-faced lie where I look at you in your face and I just lie straight without blinking. Now, if you're there, you are in a red zone, you need help. There is lies in the form of broken promises, and I'm a victim of this many times. As soon as just the other day, and I was telling my sister I will help her with something by the end of the day, and I didn't meet that promise. I broke that promise, and that actually is a form of lying. Broken promises. There is lies that are fabrication, where you come up with stories to cover truth. Lies of deception, lies in exaggeration. You're telling of stories and accounts. You exaggerate things that are not there completely. 2 cars have just brushed one another on the road, and there I am exaggerating and calling it an accident that led to the closure of half of the road, so we were not able to get to the meeting on time. Exaggeration. There's also lies in plagiarism. Those of you that are in school, you're writing assignments, you're writing homeworks. Plagiarism. Now we have AI, ChatGPT. You go online, you queue your question, you get everything. Your work is to copy, paste. You have a 60-page write-up that you're calling your research work, and you did not do no research. Plagiarism. Written lies, and so on and so forth. But then how do we deal with this lie problem? How do we find help? Number 1, find your triggers. What are those things that lead you to lying? Is it that you're trying to cover your image? Is it that you're trying to cover your reputation? What are your triggers? What moves you into lying? Find your triggers. When you identify your triggers, you are able to act right. If I know doing this thing will put me in a difficult place in terms of explaining, and I will have to lie, then I'll make sure I don't lead myself into that thing. So know your triggers and begin to avoid situations that would lead you to those triggers. Avoid situations that would lead you to come up with stories that are not there. Set boundaries. It's important for you to set boundaries, even in terms of your conversation, your communications with people. Set boundaries, set limits in terms of information that you can share. Convenient lies can lead you to a bad place, and so on and so forth. Now, as we move on with this, I just actually remembered a truth that I needed to have shared earlier. The thing about telling lies is that one lie will need several more other lies to be kept. So, for example, if you ask me why I did not show up on time or why I didn't come yesterday for a particular meeting, then I say I visited a friend who was not feeling well, and actually it's not true. So then you ask me, and how is your friend? So I've already lied, I visited. How is your friend? Now I have to lie about my friend. He's okay, he's doing better. Another question, follow-up question. So what was the problem? Now I've lied, I've already given 2 lies. So now I have to fake another problem about my friend. He was not feeling well, his health had some issues. Did he go to the hospital? Another lie. So one lie plunges you into another lie and another lie and another lie and another lie. And what does that do? At some point, you'll be caught out. It's impossible to sustain a lie. A lie can only be kept for this long. At some point, you will fumble up and you will mess up and you will be caught up. So it's important for you to value truth. That's also, as I wind up, truth. Value truth, value honesty, value integrity. One time, I was caught up in a situation where I didn't tell, that time she was my girlfriend, now she's my wife. I didn't tell her the truth about a matter. And she found out later that matter, I had given her the wrong information. And then she said, so I remember one time we were talking and I asked, on a scale of 1 to 10, where would you rate my honesty? And she gave me an honest rating that was not very good. And I was troubled. And then she told me this, there's a difference between honesty and transparency. And she said honesty is the ability to tell the truth when you're asked. Transparency is the ability to tell the truth even when you're not asked. Now, if you value transparency, you value truth even when you've not been asked, you'll be able to do the right thing. Your motive is not doing the right thing because when you'll be asked, you'll give the right thing. It is that you value transparency, so you are living a clean life. So value honesty, value integrity, value transparency. When you do this, you'll be able to find out that the things you are doing actually need no explanation. Value truth. Give those uncomfortable explanations when you're faced with those difficult. It's better when you deal with it hands-on. Why are you late? I slept late last night. I missed my alarm. I am so sorry. That ends there. But if you say, why are you late? There was an accident on the road. Which road? Thika Road. You go online, nobody's talking about an accident. Mathiri route, nobody's talking about an accident. Everyone who used Thika Road in the morning saw no accident. You find yourself suffering because you don't value honesty. So say the truth even when it puts you in an uncomfortable situation. The worst that can happen is that you will get help. Thank you for watching these videos. God bless you. Please write other solutions on the comment section. Help us know, how can we break away from the habit of lying so that we can help one another? Share this video and let us know how this is impacting you. God bless you. See you on the next episodes.